Salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan, Malaysia. Okay, guys, today we are doing a time capsule JomUnited style. Okay, what is a time capsule? Right, a conventional time capsule is a container storing objects and whatnot, right? That you bury it for a period of time. Then after a couple of years or whatever, you dig it up and see what is inside there, right? But for our JomUnited style time capsule, what we are going to do, right? We'll be going through a few United related topics, and the panels will give their non-biased, no BS, heartfelt input on what will happen in the next 6 months, 6 months from now, right? Okay, we all know the usual United fan will be like, hey, you know lah, you see, the last time I say this, I did, see what happened, Okay, now this is the chance for the panels to actually record their points, and then we will revisit it again 6 months time. Okay, so then we will see whether you are right or whether you gotta apologize lah. You know, I mean, everything you're used to it already anyway, right? Okay, guys.
Kosong-kosong, Raya coming lah.
Okay, let's kickstart this episode with the manager lah. All right. So, Eritan, I'm gonna start off with you first. Who do you think will be the manager of Manchester United?
Well, honestly speaking lah, you know, like I know our board and also a couple of our ex-players, for some reason they want Pochettino. For some reason, but I just going to go out on a limb here and say Ten Hag will be the man for us. He will probably be our next manager. I got a stinky feeling the fan count vote will overrule what the board wants. You know, like I might be wrong. I hope I'm right, actually. So I think in 6 months from now, we will have the Ajax guy as our next manager.
Okay, Raj, how about you, Raj? Who will be the next manager of Manchester United?
Looking at how the board is run by a bunch of morons, so I honestly feel it's going to be Poch, because the English players want Poch. Sorry, Arrington, I know you're a huge England fan, but honestly, they are just being too sentimental towards the wrong bunch of players, and the wrong bunch of players are having a voiceover in the dressing room, I feel. So they most likely might go with the person who has failed in his last 2 jobs as a manager. He couldn't get PSG to win a Farmers League last season. That's how bad he is. But this board will say he's a good guy. He always has a smile on his face. And he has a good rapport with all the other players. Players feel that he can do great things. And it might be Poch in 6 months' time.
But before we continue, Brom, I'd just like to say, United before England, forever and always, okay? United before England.
Of course. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the United fans. Okay, let's predict how the United fans will react to the performance of their manager in 6 months' time. Okay, so Eritan, 6 months' time, do you think, regardless of whether we are performing or not performing, the fans will still back Erik ten Hag or not?
You know what? When we had Sancho and Ronaldo and Varane come on board, you know, we all thought like, okay, it's going to be great lah. Little did we know, it turned out to be one massive. I don't want to curse lah, you know, since hopefully this is not live, right? So if not live, I can curse a bit and they can bleep me out lah. So it'll be a massive cock up lah. It'll be a massive cock up, I will say, and we'll probably say, you know what? Hashtag Ten Hag out. I honestly speaking, like, if we keep the same players, especially the fridge at the back, we all know what's going to happen already. You know, even the Messiah Ronaldo cannot do miracles by himself lah, with that Pokana at the back lah. So that's what I'm going to predict.
but you don't think that, like, now, right, like you mentioned, the polls and whatnot, the public polls, right, I think it's a huge percentage, like 80 over percentage of the fans, they want Erik ten Hag to come in. So maybe only we gave him bloody 3 years, you know. Shouldn't the fans like 6 months,
No,
like maybe they like trust the process and whatnot?
Honestly, okay, if you say 6 months from now, then we cannot expect miracles lah. You give him 2 years, then I can say, okay, maybe we have something to build here. But 6 months from now, with that idiot in the back, I always go back to that idiot at the back. We will not perform anything. We will not do anything also. You know, like we will probably be in 6th or 7th. So mark my words when I say people have especially United fans these days, as football fans in general, everything want a quick fix. It's not going to happen. Trust me, it's not going to happen. We all need to lower our expectations. We all going to know where our United's going to be next season, because you got to break some things in order to make something special happen. Hey, Picha, hey, my best
Yeah,
friend.
that's why he was late. We were just talking about United. You're late, lah. You're late. Watch your time.
So-
Watch your time,
Yeah.
admin. Watch your time.
So
Okay,
so since admin is here, right? Yeah, cut long story cut short lah, that one lah. Don't expect miracles in 6 months time lah. Let's put it that way lah.
Okay, Raj, how about you? What do you think if Poch is appointed as the manager of Manchester United? How would the fans react in 6 months' time?
You don't have to wait 6 months. After the first game, they'll be watch out. Lah. You can't do jack shit with Neymar. You can't do anything with Kylian Mbappe. I'm not talking about winning the Champions League. Forget about the Champions League. You're struggling in League One. One of the easiest league for people to. Zlatan Ibrahimovic at 36 went and had a field day there. Lah.
Yeah.
Cavani, who is actually the gold card, one of the gold card owners of our medical facility together with Phil Jones. He actually had a field day in PSG. And Pochettino can't do anything with that bunch of PSG players. We are not talking about forget about Champions League. He's struggling even in his own league. So even after the first game, he's going to be Poch out. I mean, the moment they sign him, I'll be Poch out immediately. Because I feel that it's going to be a bad choice.
Yeah.
But given the reality that we are looking at, this board who listens to the great Bokana, so as Ayrton put it, so that's how it might end up. Yes.
Okay, so admin, since you're late, a quick one. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Which incoming manager to Manchester United? All right, whether it's Poch, Eric Ten Hag, or we are going to recall back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And how will the fans react 6 months from now of the appointment of that particular manager? All right, let's go.
Tough question lah. I don't know. I'm kalau you tanya, honestly I'm looking forward for Ten Hag because I really want to see the hype. You know, when we have the hype with the tank, with the professor, with everything. Now I'm looking forward for the student of the professor. So I don't know lah. I'm hoping Eric Ten Hag, but I know the board. They will go for Mauricio Pochettino and they will sign a Marquez signing. But yeah, you know lah macam Raj kata lah, kan? Sign Mauricio Pochettino then nanti tengok nanti first game, second game dia Poch out lah. Already will be the song.
So for you, it will be Poch lah, right?
No lah,
I
hard because I want honestly I want Pochettino because he has the experience. But I'm looking for Eric Ten Hag.
Experience of what, dude? Experience of what? I want to know. Experience of what?
Experience.
Did I just hear experience?
Experience on having
Of top 4 finishing. Of
blowing it up against Leicester.
into Champions League. That one we can get back your idol, man. We don't have to.
He blew it up against Leicester. Leicester, for God's sake. Leicester never won the league before that.
But then, yelah betul lah. Dia kata memang lah dia kata dia ni bukanlah orang kata the end product yang kita perlukan. But we know that he can build something if given chance. Same with Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah, I kind of like okay. If we talk about Premier League experience lah, like okay, I've been there lah. Then we can make a case out of it lah. But is he the caliber a Manchester United caliber? No, I don't think so.
It's very hard to choose tau because Eric Ten Hag when the expectation the hype about he's a student of the professor. He's bringing he did what he can did at the Ajax, but let's be honest, like Ajax is just like what Bayern Munich of Eredivisie, you know.
Yeah.
So those Ajax team expected to be successful. Any manager yang come dekat Ajax tu dia akan jadi successful. Frank de Boer macam for example lah, kita ada one Telegram group kata Frank de Boer is the most bukan kata the one that successful at dekat Ajax suddenly comes to EPL struggle. See, so that's why lah.
I think like if really Poch coming, you know, we always assign a vehicle to them. Poch, I'll give him a bloody submarine. Tenggelam from the start lah. From the start he coming.
No, the
tenggelam.
thing is like
I just want to clarify this guy. We all talk about professor lah, headmaster lah, student of the game lah. Tapi kalau ketua darjah tu kaki bangku, nak buat macam mana?
Yes.
Itulah soalan saya.
Save it. The next one. Ini soalan seterusnya. Okay. Don't be anxious. Okay. The next question. Harry Maguire. All right, let's start with the easier one. Easier question of Harry Maguire. All right, Eritan, do you think he will keep the captaincy of Manchester United 6 months from now?
Well, that is the soalan cepuk emas lah, that one lah. I tell you lah. But I mean, honestly speaking, if it all rose and dandy, I would love to have him stripped off his captaincy tomorrow itself lah. But I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Honestly, the only way I see it happening is he leaves the club. If Harry Maguire has any decency or dignity left as a professional football player, you're getting paid 300,000, 400,000 a week. If you have any self-respect as a professional footballer, leave the club. But I know he's not that way. He's not that way. He will still be the Manchester United captain next season. Mark my words, that's going to happen.
Okay, Raj, how about you? Your favorite, not your favorite lah, Smurf's favorite player. He's not here to defend himself.
He should not be in the club. It's not about being captain or what. He should not be in this club. Injured Phil Jones is much better player than Harry Maguire. That's how bad he is, right? I think tomorrow Stone Cold Steve Austin can come out of retirement and play better football than him as well. So that is the superlatives that he is at. He fully deserved whatever boos and all the chance that they got. If all these people like Jordan Henderson, Grealish, and Harry Kane want to defend him, why not recommend to their manager and take him to their respective clubs? Nobody is stopping them. I think he should be booed every second he's on the pitch by every fan after this. Because as United fans, I have had it up to here with him. It's not up to here anymore. No, it's up to here already. The frustration is real. You want to think he has contributed this much for England and all those things. Fine. Okay. I don't deny all that. That is from an England fan point of view. But as a United fan,
just curse, Raj. Just curse. We can bleep it out later.
as a United fan, you have been the the finest form of whatever thing that is useless on planet Earth. You can equate it with him. For him to wear for him to be a United player, it's criminal. For him to wear a captain's armband, I have no words. But this board will continue to keep him because they want to probably fetch 120 million to sell him, which is ridiculous if you ask me. If someone comes with 120 million, they will sell him. People won't even come for him for 1 million if you ask me. He's that kind of a player. So
I think that's a mic drop lah. Mic drop. That's a mic drop from Raj lah. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a different question lah, Pijal. All right, related to Harry Maguire as well. Okay, new manager. Usually we talk about a new clean slate lah. All right. For this case, do you think there's any chance? Wait lah, let me finish. Jangan goyang kepala dulu. That Harry Maguire can resurrect his career, and assuming if Erik ten Hag actually comes in, because Erik ten Hag is known as someone who can resurrect people's career and whatnot. So do you think there's a 1 in 1,000 million zillion chance that Harry Maguire can be a fan favorite 6 months from now? And also to add on to what Raj was mentioning just now about the reaction of the players, the England players, to the fans booing Harry Maguire in the game against Ivory Coast yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, I ada 2 point nak cakap. First kali about the resurrection. Yeah, if possible can happen. If Erik ten Hag something dah memang orang kata boleh. Bila macam cakap lah, dia pernah resurrect players before this. I think the last time Dusan Tadic is someone players dah daripada Southampton kan. Then dia jadi ayat, dia become like this phenomenal player. So it can happen. But you know lah, even though one game, the case with Harry Maguire, you can have 10 good games. And one bad game, people will talk about that one bad game for the rest of the season now. Okay.
I wish that was the case, no, Pija.
Yes. But it's not.
It is the other way around.
So many
game and 10 bad games.
Yes, exactly.
Adalah. This is like orang kata on 6 month time. Kalau betul-betul Erik ten Hag datang, dia dapat resurrect balik Harry Maguire punya performance kan. So kalau ada 10 good games, one bad game, people akan cakap pasal that one bad game lah. Tapi that will be that one 6 month time kita tengok lah. But then on the second part, actually about the England situation tu, I think I somewhat kesian jugalah dekat Maguire in terms of whatever happens dekat dalam England squad tu, it's actually for the England as an overall tau. Because I don't know lah macam kenapa England fans nak boo dia sedangkan dia dah perform kat England. Whatever happen dekat club is it's about the club. Kalau fan kita sendiri, Harry Maguire pegang bola, kita nak boost sendiri, dia pun boleh. Tapi I not understand why England fans have to be, orang kata, terlibat dengan benda-benda macam ni tau. It should be us as a Man United fan. Kalau Man United fan nak bersorak, dia kena sub pun, up to us lah. Biar kita je lah yang buat. Kenapa fan lain nak sibuk pula pasal Harry Maguire? I tak tahu. This is just my orang kata isu pasal benda Harry Maguire ni lah dekat England masa lawan Ivory Coast itu.
I think it's like the comments from those other players. I think it's more like I take it as a sarcasm. Like they are actually laughing at us, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being sensitive lah. 30 games of crap games by Maguire, and I'm feeling very sensitive lah. So in a way, every time I read stuff like that, right, it's like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Confirm this one is all sarcasm and whatnot. Like what Raj mentioned, if you like him so much, we'll give it to you. We confirm money, we collect money, we'll give you the money to take the player, so no problem.
Yeah, betul.
You know, this is what I feel about Harry Maguire in the dressing room. You know, like, is that, especially if this is just say we're in a company, but it is one guy who we know he's incompetent, but we keep him around because we can laugh at him. Or he's a good joker. That's what I feel right now. He's just there for comedic relief. That's what I feel.
Okay, we move on to the next topic for this time capsule. All right, position in the league. 6 months from now, where will Manchester United stand, Ayrton?
I'm hoping fourth. I think fourth will be a good starting point for us. My expectations, honestly speaking, and this is speaking from a United fan who grew up in the glory days in the 90s. I started supporting United in 92, 93, somewhere around there. So I seen trophies after trophies after trophies. So for me to say fourth, if you told me that maybe 15 years ago, I will slap you in the face. But honestly speaking, I think fourth will be a good starting point for us moving forward.
You mean you'll give us a Will Smith moment lah?
Yeah, we will rock.
Okay, so Raj, how about you? 6 months from now, where will we stand in the league?
We will be fighting with Wolves for 8th or 9th position. If Pochettino comes in, I'll be very blunt.
Then kalau Erik Ten Hag ke siapa ke, kalau kita tak beli pemain yang kita perlukan dan kita tak buang pemain yang tak berkualiti, we will struggle. You see, next season Newcastle is going to go crazy in the transfer market.
Yep.
They're going to really spend.
Yeah.
Newcastle is going to be a force.
Villa also.
Conte will have a full season with Tottenham Hotspurs for the first time. He's going to do a lot of things. Antonio Conte can do things, and he doesn't have a board who is like what we have here, right? Second. And then Aston Villa improving every transfer window. They're getting the players that they need in the team.
Yes,
right?
Correct. Injuries.
Not forgetting, you have West Ham. West Ham is also on the uprise. They have good quality players as well. So that is why Wolves, we will be, trust me, if this process goes on, right? If Ten Hag comes in and pulls off a minor miracle, it will be okay. But if Pochettino comes, trust me, we will be fighting with Wolves for that 8, 9, 10 position. Because
somehow I feel this is what I feel also. It's like anyone that comes into our team right now, to our club in general, is like set up for failure already. That's what I feel right now.
Correct.
Siapa dia orang ambil pun, I mean, like, all the best to you lah.
No, in a way, I think like just now, if we go back, I'm supposed to be neutral lah, but in my humble opinion, if Erik Ten Hag comes in, right, I think the level of the patience in the fan base and whatnot, the expectations of the fan base will be, it will be different than Poch. Yeah,
and there is a chance that he might actually bring in the players
something
from the
new
youth
and fresh.
setup
Yes,
to be integrated in as well,
correct.
which is good, which is how the team is supposed to be.
Because
right?
with Poch, we know pretty much what is going to happen with Poch and whatnot. You know, appointment of Harry Kane and whatnot. He's going to play that same type of formation.
He's going to have a marquee signing called Harry Kane, and after that, we are going to think we're going to win the league. When we see there is no CDM for the 3rd or 4th season in a row, we are depending on Grandpa Matic to play, and he's the best CDM we have at 35, 36 years old. So you can imagine the actual problem has not been addressed. It's like we tell time and again, right? You get injured in your feet, you plaster your forehead and tell that everything is fine. That is how the club is being run at the moment, right? Every transfer window, make one marquee signing. Last season, we had Ronaldo, we had Sancho, we had Varane, 3 world-class players. 1 potential, 2 world-class players. We are done. But the whole right in the center is not being rectified. That's a problem.
He will get Eric Dyer and Dele Alli.
Habis. Oh my god.
There is every possibility, bro.
Okay, speaking about players, incoming players and one. Okay, Pija. So you reckon from 6 months from now, right, the players that is coming in, will we be seeing the same type of pattern? Marquee signings, big name signings, spending 100 over million on maybe one player or two player, or the board, Richard Arnold, whoever it is, they actually decide to actually change the philosophy that they're going to go for proper, hungry players instead of big names and whatnot. So what do you think? 6 months from now?
Itu kata it's something to look forward for this summer transfer window because of for the past ever since LVG, there's always gonna be one transfer window yang mana kita akan buat big signing tau. Masa Bangga kita ada sign Schweinsteiger, kita ada sign Anthony Martial, kita sign. And then
he wasn't a big signing lah. Come on, he wasn't a very big.
50 million.
That was plus
100
add-ons,
million.
dude. It was plus add-ons. I think initially it wasn't 50 million. Add-ons, it will come up to 50 million, but it wasn't 50 million. Okay, please continue.
Coach Dom getting defensive already.
Oh my god.
Every season kita akan buat marquee signing. So looking at the trend yang memang Glazer dah buat, every season memang kita akan buat satu marquee signing. So having Ralf Rangnick yang memang orang kata the director of football, something that gonna advise the board semua, hopefully it will change lah. But if the same thing happens, then expect the same result lah. Kita akan struggling, macam Raj kata lah, kita akan struggling lawan dengan Wolf, kita akan struggling lawan dengan all this Burnley team lah, itulah inilah, confirm punya sebab board akan, I can assure you, they will sign at least one striker, big name striker, because of in order not to support Ronaldo for next season. Tu je. I can confirm that. Whether is it Harry Kane ke, whether is it anyone ke, we're gonna get one big signing for a striker, confirm. And then on the CDM parts tu, yalah, I tak tahulah. Mungkin dia nampak, tapi yalah biasalah. Believe in McTominay, believe in the Fred, believe in the Datuk Mati tu then expect the same result lah. Tu je lah.
Okay, next question. May the C be with you. Cristiano Ronaldo, 6 months from now, will he still be a Manchester United player? If he remains at United, will he perform?
Oh, I have total faith in Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Never doubt my faith in Cristiano Ronaldo, man.
You should. Oh my god.
Never ever doubt my faith in Cristiano Ronaldo. I never once did not believe in Ronaldo, but in all seriousness, I think he will be here next season. But I kind of feel, like I said, I mean, we have to enjoy him as much as we can. We are right now on a rebuilding mode. And who better to learn from than the greatest player in the world? Because I won't say Messi, honestly speaking, because Messi is not human, but the greatest human player in the world that we ever seen. And to have him next season, I think he'll still be here. Will he perform towards the level that we expect him to? No, not really. Because if we do sign a marquee player top front, which I don't think we need, honestly. We seriously need to fix the spine rather than what's up front. But if we do, honestly, I think he's not going to be performing at the end. But hey, he can come off the bench. He can start one of every 3 games and perform well. Towards the end of Michael Jordan's career, so and any other professional athlete also, they can tell themselves also. They know themselves also, like, where it's time for me to slow down a bit. But there are moments that I can turn on to be the GOAT lah. And I do hope that when we do see him next season, in that spurt moments of time, he will probably perform well. And I think 20 goals a season is nothing to Ronaldo, which is probably going to do this season as well, because he's 3 goals away.
Yep.
It's very easy for him lah. Let's read that way lah. But we have to manage him lah. Dude, he's 38 next year lah.
Yeah. So Raj, what do you think about Cristiano Ronaldo? And just to add on, do you think that 6 months from now he will win back the trust of the whole fan base?
Who didn't trust him in the first place? Who didn't trust him? Hello.
Ronnie, thanks for the memories, and probably it's time lah. I don't know what to say already lah. I seriously don't know what to say.
We're talking about Ronaldo here, okay? Who did it?
We're gonna clip, we're gonna cut, and we're gonna put your comments. We're gonna put here. It's here. Everything it's here.
No, that's not me. It's a Photoshop. Yeah, like Andrew Garfield. It's a Photoshop.
Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be a big season for him this upcoming season. I think his Swan Song World Cup is coming along the way. So 6 months from now, he will want to be fit and running for that World Cup edition. Probably the final World Cup that we are going to see. Probably the final World Cup that we are going to see the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, and Lewandowski.
Ronaldo, yeah.
So it's going to be a big World Cup for all the people who grew up watching them. So I think Ronaldo will stay with United. He will, about winning the trust. I think a lot of people have too high hopes on him because of the standard that he himself has set. But you have to understand that he's not the young fiery winger that he used to be. He's more composed. If the team can, like I always say, if the team can play to his strengths, he can easily contribute more than 30 goals a season. Ronaldo just needs to be a penalty box poacher, and he can score goals for fun, because his timing, his finishing, his heading ability and all is, I would say, second to none in the penalty box especially. That's how he evolved from a winger to a striker. So about winning trust is very subjective. I would say there will be still the bandwagon who expect him to score 50 or 60 goals a season. So that will always be there because of the name Cristiano Ronaldo. But let's accept reality as it is. He won't be a bit part player, but he will be one of the key players that we need during the trying times. That's what I feel.
Honestly, I'm going to add to that, Raj. I said, I don't think there's a bandwagon. I don't think that's so much bandwagon. I expect him to score 50, 60. I think the more the bandwagon say, hey, he's past it. Why is he still here? Why is he still here? You know, like, hey, why are we paying him? Hello, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Give him a chance, he'll finish it. The thing is, Ronaldo this season, honestly speaking, I think he tries to do too much. Correct. And also because why? He know for a fact his teammates are not as talented as what he had in Real Madrid and Juventus. So he's like, oh man, these guys can't do that. Let me go do it myself. So, and sadly, he's not the 27, 28-year-old player that we knew and loved when back in the day, or when he was the fiery winger bobbing down the wings in the left on the right side when he was at United. But it's because why? Of nostalgia value, you know, like, and also some people expect that, and some people also think that, you know, like, hey, you know, like, he's not good enough already, lah. But we have to understand, you know, like, Ronaldo is actually a victim of his own circumstances, and a victim of his own standards at the same time also as well. Right. You know, that's why I say that we just have to be realistic, lah. Like what you said, Raj. We just have to be realistic. We have to understand the type of players, and I know there's some people in our group, in our panelists or so, you know, that say, hey, he's not good enough. Why is he still here? You know, like
the question I should have asked. The question I should have asked is, wait, not really him lah.
Yeah.
Whether Syed will upgrade from CR 6.9 to CR 7. That's the question. We'll find out in 6 months' time. Right?
I mean, I'm honestly, okay, Syed, all the best to you. I mean, I'm glad you got home in Pakistan safe. You know, guys. Bring back some really nice biryani for us. But when it comes to this, Cristiano Ronaldo, dude, I love you lah. But honestly speaking, sometimes, you know, like, sometimes you talk 10, 11, I cannot believe lah.
Okay, Pija, next question. Youth, all right, our United DNA. Do you think next season we will see actually a few, probably 2 or 3 youth players promoted to the first 11?
Yeah, definitely. I really want to see these players, Hannibal and M. Jebri, and also Garner. I want to see these players anymore. I don't want to see all these big stars player. Kalau katakan
Brandon
kita
Williams.
Brandon Williams pun kita nak main. Kalau kita terpaksa nak jual Dalo atau Owen Wilson in order nak dapatkan Brandon Williams main pun, I sanggup. Nak jual, nak simpan McTominay pun, nak simpan Fred ke, simpan dah.
Apa pasal kita nak simpan Aaron Wan-Bissaka tu? Bukan dia suka main Spider-Man je ke?
Kalau nak jual ke, nak letak dalam bank pun, bagi chance to all this. I don't want to see anymore lah. Dia kata, when we want to rebuild properly, bringing in the youth. Bukannya nak rebuild, bila kata rebuild ni, kita panggil star masuk. Panggil star masuk, itu bukan rebuild namanya. Itu maksudnya dah nak cuba go all the way. Maksudnya I don't want go all the way lah. I would want to see these progression of rebuilding tau. Maksudnya okay, start dengan youth. Lepas tu dapatkan experience. Mungkin third season baru buat marquee signing. Third season lah. Maksud third season. So this first 2 season ni build balik lah the team, dapatkan the experience, dapatkan the youth. Tu je lah. Tapi kalau katakan yelah, looking forward for this transfer window lah. I nak tengok siapa yang kita sign, siapa yang kita tak ni. Cuma Dom, I nak tanya satu soalan. If there is a one crucial position yang ada yang kita boleh sign sekarang, siapa yang you nak sign? I mean position mana you nak?
Definitely CDM lah. Definitely, I think critical is CDM lah. The CDM position. I would say the CDM position, and I would say probably the next one will be I would say right wing. I think right wing, centre back probably. After that, centre back. Right wing and centre back lah. Will be equal lah. Right wing, I think we really need a proper right winger. Sancho, I don't think he's really a right winger. He's more of a left winger type of player. So maybe Rafinha or whatnot. If Leeds get relegated, right, I think we can get him for like 25 million or something like that, right? So yeah, why not?
I do hope Leeds get relegated, man. So we can take Calvin Phillips also one.
Exactly,
one
the whole package.
Yeah.
30 million. We sapu tu lah. 35.
Take.
Daniel James ada? Daniel James nak ambil?
Tak nak.
Boleh kita then manager sekali kita ambil balik lah oleh kita because only know how to utilize Daniel James, you see. Okay guys, come on lah, move on lah. Okay, so what do you guys think? Leave your input in the comments below. Alright, we will revisit the comments again in 6 months' time. Okay, like usual, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Good night.
Sport.